Boy, the difference that Wi-Fi makes. Peace, y'all. Greetings. I don't know what I'm gonna pull from. I'm gonna see. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace. Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. Hey. Peace, peace, peace. Greetings as y'all come in. Goddess of light. Hey, boo. Rastafari. Hey, pumpkin. How are y'all? I'm trying to decide. I wanted to do a card pull real quick. I think I'm going to use some of my new cards. So I bought myself a gift this weekend. I bought, I don't know if y'all can see that. You can't really see the writing on there, but I brought Mystical Shaman Oracle. All right. Y'all see that? I bought that one. And I bought this. Y'all know I don't really rock. We're doing clear folks on my cards, but I love the cards because they actually got some beautiful cards in there. Oh, you already seen that one. And I bought this one. So anybody who's been following me for a minute, y'all know I said I wasn't buying no more cards until I came out with my own cards, but I had to be honest with myself. I ain't got enough time right now to do the type of artwork that I want to do on the cards as of yet. Not saying I'm not doing it. It's already on my to-do list during this break that I'm getting ready to take. So during this break, I'm gonna make sure that I love this particular set. I love packaging. So I love the fact that you can open it up. It's got symbolisms, got all kind of wording on it. You pop this open, your book pop out. Look at this. Look. And then the cards normally, I just took them out. Then when the book pop out, this come out. So then the cards come out. Then when you do that, then this part come out. I love packaging. I love beautiful cards, but I love packaging even more. All right. Thank you, baby. I got this from Queen 17. I got this. I stole it from her. Yeah, I love me some packaging. So let's do a card. So y'all know I don't know these yet, so I'm gonna have to look up the meaning. I love the fact I'm big on circles, so it was crazy that was what was on the back of these cards. All right. Miss Sassy, I got my lip gloss popping. I got my lip gloss on today. I'm using, I don't even know what the name of this. You should have sent me the name of each one of yours. This is the one that I'm using today from Sassy Lip Gloss. If y'all ain't following her and her baby doing they thing, make sure you do. I do love opulence. I do. I'm such a This is how you know. This is why I be telling y'all them charts don't lie. I have a Libra rising and a Leo sun. Those two dynamics together is just too damn much. You see, I got damn beat it. Y'all can't even see how this looks. Let me see if this gonna catch on the thing. It's got like, it's rhinestones and pearls and embroidery and crystals all over on a chair. My kids was looking at me like, can we sit on this? No, it's not for you to sit on. Hell no. Y'all sit on these wonderful cushions. These floor cushions I got in this room. All right, let's get, I wanted to get a card in before we start this message I got for y'all today. The medicine wheel, boy, they funny. I keep getting this card. I ain't even, the medicine wheel. So I'm gonna let y'all see, and it's number 35, which is divine because 3 plus 5 is 8, and we are in the 8th month. So the medicine wheel is the card. All right. So let's see, number 35. All right, so they got like 3 different ones. So the way that this particular card pulls work in this book is like the first one is the way that it comes out, the invitation. So it'll say the essence, the invitation, and the medicine is what they break down in. All right, so the essence says the medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycle of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Y'all know I've been talking about harmony for the last month. Its direction symbolizes the 4 steps the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. Ashe. So the invitation, because it came up right, is to manifest clear blue skies in your life. It is important that you take a certain look at all aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still changing to the events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and draining your energy. Step into the north and you ask yourself, do I know my passion? And show it. Are you walking in your shit? That's basically what that said. In the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. Ashe. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction, minutes, days, or months. But when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate the rest of your journey. Woo! I'm saying woo because, boy, this right in alignment with some cards that I pulled for myself. Let's be clear. So I want y'all to see this card again. It's the medicine wheel. And it's right in alignment with the message I have today. All right. So while I was studying and typing up this email that go out to my goddess class tonight, it's going out. I had a couple of technical difficulties, but I got it together. So while I was putting that email, I listened to a lot of positive information. I feed myself with information while I'm putting out information, okay, while I'm building for other people. One of the things that I was listening to, I think it was Reverend Ike I was listening to at the time, and it was talking about making the decision, okay? And y'all know I always say life is about choices. We can choose to be unconscious or we can choose to be conscious. We can choose to walk in our old self, which is what this just was talking about, or we could choose to walk in our more evolved, higher conscious self. All right. When we make the choice, it dictates what the results are. Let me say that one more time. When you make the choice, it's going to dictate what your results will be. Okay. So it's important that you make the choice. Quit being in a space that you are consistent with being indecisive, straddling the fence, having one foot in and one foot out. You can't do that. Anytime that you having that straddle the fence energy, oh, it coulda, woulda, shoulda been type energy, guess what? That's what you're going to reciprocate back to you. It's a boomerang. So if you are in a space that you're making a choice to not make a choice, you're going to get some craziness. The universe going to throw you everything in the kitchen sink. All right? So you got to be decisive. And it's funny because that go back to one of my cardinal rules when dealing with business. When I used to be on my fashion grind, it was like I knew I had to make choices. I didn't overthink or overanalyze or procrastinate on what needed to happen. I need to buy this fabric that costs X amount of dollars. Get the damn fabric. I never drug it out. I never made a like, oh, let me sleep on it. No, make an immediate decision. Whatever immediate decision that you're going to make, boom, you're going to put it into action. So you got to be in a space that you're making the choice. A lot of times y'all in relationships that you ain't made the choice that you want to be in the damn relationship. You making a choice to say, I like them, I love them, but what if they might do this? Okay, If you straddling the fence in your relationship, this is why a lot of your relationships is rocky. This is why a lot of your relationships is going to hell. Because you got some half-ass energy in it. You can't have half-ass energy and expect a divine result. And I always go even into, let's go a step further. If you're not making a choice, 9 times out of 10, it's because of the fear of what that unknown element is. I'm fearful that this is going to turn out like my last relationship. I'm fearful that this is going to end up in a certain result. You can't say that you're walking in God energy and higher self energy and your conscious energy and have fear at the same time. They can't exist at the same time. I'm sorry. That means that you don't have any faith in your ancestors, your spirit squad, or the universe to align you in the destiny that you chose, because this is what it is, that you chose to walk towards. So if we're choosing to walk towards our greatness and walk towards our light, okay, that's a choice. We're choosing to do this. Then we got to know that everything that we encounter on that path is in alignment. But you got to make the damn choice. You can't say, oh, I want to buy a house next year. But you still have the energy of self-doubt, negative connotations, negative energy from your past. Maybe the last time you tried to buy a house, some craziness popped up. Whatever the case may be, you can't walk in this God energy and still be holding on to doubt. You can't walk in your higher self and still be holding on to things that are not in alignment with what your higher self is capable of manifesting. So we have to step back and analyze, okay? This doesn't mean that it's not possible. This means we need to analyze what is going on. Why are we having reservations? What is the doubt coming from? Where is the fear stemming from? What's the root of it? Y'all know that's my favorite word. What is the root of the problem? Okay? So if I'm fearful of my relationship going to trash, what's the root of that? Why? Do I feel like I'm not worthy of this amazing relationship that I have? Do I feel like I'm going to self-sabotage it? Do I feel like now sometimes y'all gut might be telling the truth. Your gut might be telling you that you know you with somebody that ain't shit. Your gut told you that from day one, but you ignored your gut. You ignored your higher self. Either way, you got to make a choice that we either going to walk in this or you going to walk in your old self. If you choosing to walk in your old self, you're going to keep repeating the same damn patterns that you've been repeating the whole time. If you've been getting some BS, then that's what you're going to keep getting, some BS. If you've been getting a roller coaster ride, guess what? You're going to keep getting a roller coaster ride because this is a choice. So are you going to choose to be mediocre or are you going to choose to be great? It's a choice. A lot of times you're not manifesting the money that y'all truly deserve, the abundance that you truly deserve, because I don't even want to put it on money. You're not manifesting the abundance or the life that you truly deserve because you haven't made the choice that you are worthy of receiving that life. Are you worthy of it? Do you feel like you worthy? Do you feel like you God, like y'all walking around saying? Do you feel like you a goddess? You a king? You a queen? Okay? Because if you feel like that, then everything that's in alignment with that vibration and frequency is going to come to you. Now, What does that mean? Does that mean that my life is going to be perfect in my perspective or someone else's perspective? No. Why? Because when you are in the frequency of that, I only want what is in alignment with my God self. I only want what is in alignment with my higher consciousness. What's going to happen? The universe is going to do everything in its power to make sure you get it. Why? Because that's what you asked for. That's the choice that you made. So what's going to happen? We're going to have dynamics that are going to come in and clear some shit out. This shit ain't in alignment with you. That could be relationships. That could be friends. It could be the house that you living in. It could be the car that you're driving. The universe will come in, your ancestors, spirit guides, whatever you want, God, whoever, whatever energy you believe in. They're going to come in and clear house. It's time to clean house. We're going to take anything that's not in alignment because you said you wanted the life that's in alignment with your higher self. We're going to take all the bullshit out. And now that you've released it, and when you release it, because that's the key, a lot of times we be like, oh, I want this great life and da-da-da-da, but we be holding on to the old life. We ain't got our hands open to receive what the universe has for us. We don't have our hands open to receive what it is that we asked for because we too busy holding on to what it is that we have. You got to let go. Soon as you let go and fully let go, mind, body, and soul, mind, body, and spirit, touch and agree on it. All right. When you let it go, boom, it's right there. They just waiting for you to claim it. Everything is just waiting for you to claim it. You say people joke around and be like, child, I'm claiming my $1 million. No, the hell you ain't. You can't even fathom what it is to have 6 digits in your account. So how you gonna fathom how to manifest 7 digits in your account? Some of y'all can't even fathom having 5 digits in your account. How are you going to manifest $1 million? Your mind, body, and spirit got to touch and agree on that you are worthy and capable of manifesting that type of money, that type of abundance. So as the universe or spirit guides or whatever it is that you want to attach this energy to, as they coming in, they cleaning house. They like, give me that, shake that house up. Let everything that's not in alignment with you gotta go. And when you finally decide, whether it's a month, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years later, to really release what was not in alignment, now we get on the journey of really being in an alignment with the frequency that we have sent out, with the frequency that we've asked. Okay? I asked for everything to be in alignment with my higher self. Boom. They getting ready to put those dynamics in place. They're going to put what you need in order to produce the life you truly deserve. This ain't me just talking, beloveds. I can show and prove on anything that I manifested in my life. Literally. All right? This is not somebody just telling y'all, oh, have this false hope and this, da-da. No, I'm telling you what I know. You got to make a choice. You got to make a decision. If you decide to be great today, damn it, that's the energy that's going to start coming your way. But in the midst of being great, they're getting ready to clean house. In the midst of you having the journey to your great self, they're going to come in and remove what is hindering you, what is blocking you, and what is preventing you from getting to your great self. Okay? So stop whining. You asked for this shit. Okay? Quit whining. Quit complaining. Quit feeling like the universe is out to get you. Oh, that ain't nothing but the devil. No, that was your ass. You was the devil. You created that energy and that vibration and that frequency to deal with the stuff that's in your life at this present moment. You created it. If you operating and walking in fear, you created all the BS. Yes, you did. So now you got to get into the space, because now I'm saying I'm walking in my conscious self, my higher self. Now you got to get in the space to create the frequency that's going to bring you your abundance. That's going to bring you peace. That's going to bring you whatever it is that you need in this earthly and metaphysical dimensions. But you got to make the choice. You got to decide. It's some of y'all that's trying to have a baby. That's one of my most common things. Or you want a man. Do you really? You got to figure out what is preventing and blocking you. Because I'll have babies that have consults with me from the healing side and be like, I've been trying to have this child. We've been trying to have a child for like a year. But within that same breath, you're talking about all the craziness that your mate taking you through too. Somewhere you done made an agreement that you really don't want to have a baby by this person because they on some bullshit. Let's be clear. Somewhere you done made an agreement that maybe you're not the best mother. That you can't mother your child the same way that you intend on mothering them. Somewhere you've made an agreement that's not in alignment with producing the results that you're striving to get. So sometimes it's not just, oh, my body is breaking down. I'm not eating the right foods. This ain't happening. Sometimes it's bigger than that. Sometimes it's the dynamic. Sometimes it's the situation. Sometimes it's the choice. Yeah, like I said, same way with a relationship. What choice are you making? Some of y'all not having a mate because you ain't make a choice to really be available. Have you made the decision or the choice that I'm available and open to receive love without judgment? Unconditional love. Okay? You need to sit with that. What agreement have I attached to, and why am I preventing or blocking or self-sabotaging this energy or this frequency from coming into my life? Am I open and receptive to receive the love that the universe has for me? Or am I still operating in my old bullshit ass ways? I'm just saying. All right? Some of us are making choices to work these dead-end jobs knowing that we are destined for greatness. Some of y'all making choices to play small instead of playing the bigger role that you are called to play. Some of you are making choices to operate more in your fearful self than to operate more in your God self, conscious self, whatever you want to call it. What choice and agreement are you making? It starts with a decision. Make decisions, even on the small shit. If you are in the store and you can't decide which one to get both. Make a decision. You got to do little things that's going to put you in the habit and the routine of I'm making decisions. I'm not being stuck in my old self. I'm not being stuck in indecisive energy, because indecisive energy gives you chaos and confusion. That's not what we operate in. If we say we're operating in our higher consciousness, we're operating in the frequency of God energy or love energy, then we have to make choices all the time. Don't sit there like, I don't know. Make a damn choice. Stick with it. Make a choice. Get off the damn fence. Because when you are in that indecisive energy, it's not going to benefit you well. This is why we've seen some of us, our parents, our loved ones, live a very roller coaster life. Because they are not operating like a boss. Operating like a boss don't mean you just do it in one area of your life. No, you do it in all the areas. Your alarm clock go up. Get up. Get up. You said that you made the choice and the decision to get up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Get up. Don't sit there like, I need to lay here for like 10, 15 more minutes. No, get your ass up. Go do what it is that you said you were going to do. Be a man or a woman of your word. It starts with a choice. Am I choosing to show up in my life? Or am I choosing to sit back and get the same shit? Keisha said, right, even if it's the wrong choice. And there are no wrong choices. We got to even reprogram and condition that. There are no wrong choices. Whatever choice you make, it's the right choice because it's either going to teach you or bless you. Either one. You're either going to walk in alignment with the lesson or the blessing. Either one. There are no wrong choices. But you got to choose. You can't sit here talking about, oh, I think I want to, but I'm going to look at this. I got so many people that are in my life that I watched just sit there doing the same thing that they were doing 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I remember when I was doing fashion and I had like this amazing brother. I remember he was like the bomb at sewing. Like I took my alterations, like I need you to fix this. Okay. Crazy talented. Every time I would see him, he was like, I want to have my own clothing line. And he'll show me pictures of stuff he done made. And he was a tailor at an alteration shop. I met this brother probably 15 years ago. Still to this day, he has not executed. Okay? He has not executed having his own clothing line. Because in his mind, it had to look a certain way. He used to tell me, he was like, yeah, I still got like one more piece of equipment that I want to do. I got one more sewing machine I want to buy. I got one more. Bruh, you ain't promised one more day. So while you sitting here on the fence and not making a choice to execute what it is that you said was your dream, 15 years done went by. I done started a clothing line, opened 3 stores, put stuff. Listen, Linda, I done did a whole lot of shit. And you still ain't pushed the button on this one. So sometimes y'all got to look at stuff. How bad do you want it? Are you making the choice to be comfortable? Because this is the demon that I know. That's what I call it. This is the demon that I know. I know this demon. I know how he work. I know when he gonna jump out and scare me. I know this demon. Compared to what we don't know. Sometimes you're so comfortable in that you don't want to make the decision to go forward. You don't want to make the decision to jump off the cliff. Because you're not sure. Is it rocks down at the bottom of that cliff? But once again, that go back to this same dynamic. You are not operating in your God self. You're not operating in your higher self. Because if you were, then you trust and know that anything that's on the other side of this cliff is going to be for what? My best good. It's going to put me in alignment with what it is that I asked for. Make the decision. So I challenge all my babies this week to make a choice. Stop being mediocre. Stop staying in that space where you're just comfortable, in the comfort zone. And you know that the comfort zone ain't shit. You know it ain't. It is not producing the life you want to live. It's not. it's giving you just enough to get by. Some of y'all, like they say, that y'all out here just over broke. Just enough to get by. Barely surviving. Barely. When you're supposed to be thriving, we didn't come to this dimension for you not to thrive. I promise you, we did not come to earth to experience this journey in lack. We didn't. I promise you. I promise. It's a choice. If you are living your life in lack, if you do not have exactly what you need, you made the choice. That's a choice. It's a choice. Keisha says some people are actually okay with it. And they are. And I don't got nothing against them. If you okay, and whatever that looks like. So let's be clear. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be out here living in a mansion, driving the most expensive luxury car, whatever the case may be. That's a choice. Because I am personally, I'm like the most humble. I damn probably would live in a 2-room hut and still be on the same shit that I'm on right now. Let's be clear. That 2-room hut gonna look like a damn mansion by the time I'm finished with it. I'm gonna tell you that. I will decorate that. My ass off, my whole entire ass, I will. But I know that I don't place value in material dynamics. Okay? What I consider my abundance, it is people inboxing me telling me that they've been able to manifest the life that they want. What I consider abundance is that my children are completely happy. They are walking in their whole higher self. Okay? They are truly connected to their third eye and their God self times 10. What I consider abundance is me and my mate having the ability to say, we want to go here or we want to do this. Having the ability to move the way that we want to move. Okay? So, my version or vision of what that looks like for me can be totally different, because I got homegirls that's like, look, I'm trying to get that Bentley truck. I'm trying to have that mansion on 100 acres of land. Listen, I got girlfriends that's like that too. And it's all dictated off of what you need, what you desire. Everybody ain't got to live a certain type of way. I don't feel like I got to have it. And that's because of how I was raised. It wasn't that I've always had what I needed. My family has always had a certain type of lifestyle built for me. So I didn't recognize struggle per se. I created my struggle. Before I knew, I created my struggle. Any struggle that I've experienced was the struggle that I created. Now, look, I'm with you though, boo-boo. Bobby, I think that's Bobette. I'm with you. Now, let's be clear. I do want some acreage. I might be in a 2-room hut, but it's damn sure going to be on 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, whatever, however many. I don't know if I want 100 acres. If I got 100 acres, it's because I'm sharing. I don't need 100 acres. I just need a good 10, though. I do need a good 10. I do need a good 10. But for what I'm building, I'm going to need probably a little more than that. But I can make it work on 10. Let's be clear. So, decide what that looks like. That's another issue. I'm glad you brought that up. That's another issue. We don't even know. Some of y'all walking around not even making a decision on what that destination look like. Some of us are walking around and you saying, when I retire or when I get this amount of money, you don't know what the number look like. What is the amount of money that you would need to retire? Do you even know? Some of you don't even know what it looks like. You haven't even sat down and said, I want to move here. I want to move to Africa and have 10 acres of land. And I want a house that's built in a circle, that's 3 floors. Like some of us ain't even making that decision, and it's gonna cost me $100,000. Because some of y'all don't even know. You can go get you $100,000 house and some land in Africa. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. And be looking like you balling, like out of control balling. I'm just saying. So what does it look like? Exactly, Keisha. You know, that's my thing. What it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? What is the dynamics? Y'all ain't even making the decision, but at least start with, I don't even got my notebook in front of me. At least start with a pen and some paper. What does this life look like for you? Make a decision. If you don't like the way that your life is at this moment in time, what do you want? If you say that you want a mate because you out here single, what does he look like? And I'm not talking about just physically from like, oh, he light skinned and he got da-da-da-da. No, what does he look like? What does his aura feel like? What is his swag like? What type of energy is he bringing? How is he able to elevate your consciousness? Anybody that know me, they know I manifested the hell out of my mate. Let's be clear. I spoke that shit into existence. I need a mate that's going to take care of me and allow me to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And he need to be fine as hell to me. He ain't got to be fine to nobody else, but he need to be fine as hell to me and have the same sex drive that I have. Okay? So let's be clear. I was like very intentional. This is the type of man that I want. So you got to be very intentional, very clear. What do you want? Let's manifest. Do it smell good? Is he into spirituality? Will he get up and meditate and pray with you when you getting up and meditating and praying? What does it look like for you? What does it feel like for you? What is it going to require, here go the key part, for you to do to be worthy or receptive to what you're asking for? Because some of you want something that you haven't even prepared yourself for. Some of you are saying, oh, I want da-da-da-da. You done had a whole live God walk in your life. A whole live king or a whole live supermate. We can call it the supermate. You done had the whole live supermate walk in your life. And you haven't prepared yourself to receive what it is that you're asking for. You ain't prepared. You sitting here saying you want X, Y, and Z, but you still got shit that you ain't dealt with in your closet. And then you asking for him to come and meditate with you. I want a man that meditate and he pray and he know how to light these candles when it's time for us to do our new moon rituals. But you ain't even doing it yourself. You ain't even consistent with the shit that you asking. I want him to be, vegan, alkaline, but you sitting there sneaking Dairy Queen ice cream. I'm just saying. Let's be clear. What are you asking for? What are you preparing yourself for? Are you preparing yourself for what it is that you have put out the intentions that you want to receive? Have you prepared yourself? That's why I said, you sitting there saying that you want, I'm claiming my $1 million. Are you? Because have you got financial training? Are you financial literate enough to actually get and manifest $1 million? Are you financially literate to manifest 5 digits in your account? What does it require of you? And are you being consistent of what it is that you're asking someone else to show up in your life to do? Okay? I done been there. I was that person that was like, man, I need for him to be on this health journey. I need him to do this. I need him to do that. But I hadn't even fully walked in it myself consistently yet. I was wanting and requiring. I remember my mentor said, man, you want Jesus. I do. Why would I think that I'm not worthy of a Jesus type figure? I need Jesus in my life. I need Jesus. I need for him to walk on water. Let's be clear. I need him to do all of that. He need to know how to master alchemy. You know, I turn water into wine because I love a nice glass of wine. I need him to do all of that. But I wasn't even being consistent in my own journey. 1 month I'm super righteous and the next month I'm super ratchet. Let's be clear. I had 1 foot in righteousness and 1 foot in ratchetness and was asking for my mate to only walk in righteousness. So I had to get on my own shit. Like, I need to get in alignment. I'm doing too much. Doing too much. All right. So be in a space that you're really making a decision, not only what it is that you want, but what does it require of you? What does it require of you? What do you need to get in alignment with yourself? What shadow work do you need to get into? What mirror work do you need to get into? What fasting and praying you might need to be doing? How do you get your own house in order so you can receive? What spring cleaning you need to do? Because like I told you, when the universe is trying to get you right, because you asked for them, you asked, you made the choice, you said, I'm in alignment, I'm ready, I'm walking in my conscious self. I'm in my righteous self. When you're asking, they getting ready to come in and do a clean house and see how much do you really want what you're asking for. How much do you want it? Stick to it. Make a decision. So once again, I challenge you this week. Make a decision. I don't care what it is. Don't sit there prolonging on what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to wear. Make a choice. Now I'm about to wear this bomb-ass orange dress. Make a choice. I'm only eating fruits this week for breakfast. Make a choice. So really stick to what it is that you need to do in order for you to be in alignment with what you want to receive. All right. Baba said fasting. You ain't there yet. Fasting is a necessity. Fasting is going to get you the clarity and the results that you need. I promise you. I swear by fasting. I swear by, even if you just do it for 3 days, 2 days, start somewhere and then build your stamina up. Because fasting gives you a moment to actually be still and see how the toxins leaving your body have clouded your judgment. If y'all want to keep it all real, all 100 real, when it comes to doing what I'm asking you to do, fast and detox. Go ahead and fast and detox now. Because then by the time you come out of your fast and detox, you got clarity, you got insight, you got wisdom, everything coming to you. It's all like, boom. It's all in your face. So when you come out of it, now you ready to go. You ain't go through all of that 24, 48, 72 hours of not eating for you to get to a space where you be like, now I'm about to go get this cheeseburger. Now I'm about to go self-sabotage. You said how to stay consistent with that. Just do it. You got to be invested and dedicated. This go back to why I said some of y'all aren't making the decision to walk in your conscious self. You like the results that you've been getting. You comfortable with the results you've been getting. If you comfortable with the results that you've been getting, and the life that you living, keep on doing what you're doing. You ain't got to fast. You ain't got to detox. You ain't got to do none of that. If you comfortable, you good, you Gucci. Ain't nobody say keep doing what you're doing. That's all I'm going to say. You want to change your life? Go ahead and fast. Go ahead and detox. Make a plan. While you fasting and detox, make sure you meditating so you can hear clear what it is that they have for you. So you can hear clear what's in alignment with your higher self. Get that pen and paper out. Write exactly what it is that you want. Be very clear. Be very specific. I want them, like I said, y'all know me in the circle house. This is Swami fault, by the way. Anybody who's, been in any of my classes, y'all know who Swami is, or that I posted. Swami, I went to his house. Swami got a damn circle house on 150 some acres, 130 some acre land. He got a circle house sitting on the land, and it's maybe 3-4 floors. The top of his house is a whole meditation circle. There's a whole spiritual room. We're going to call it the spirit room. All right. The second floor is nothing but bedrooms. The third floor is all like your kitchen and healing modals and all kind of stuff. The bottom floor, so it's 4 floors. It's the basement. Ever since I experienced that, I was like, I'm getting me a damn circle house. I didn't even know you could do this shit. I'm going to build me a circle house. I don't want that many floors. Because, look, my kids too scary and they too destructive for that. But I do want the healing chamber to be either a circle damn house or a pyramid. I'm building a pyramid or a circle. I ain't decided yet. All right. But I'm telling you, it was dealing with that situation where I was like, I know I want this. I want to have this type of room. I want some Himalayan salt rooms at my house. Like, I know exactly what it is that I want. I know what I want it to feel like when you come through the door. Okay? I know I want how much space I want. I know how I want you to feel when you driving up my driveway to come to the property. I'm very clear. I know what type of car that I want to drive, what color it is, when I decide that I want to drive again. Right now, I don't be wanting to drive no damn way. Right now, that's why I ain't pressed. Everybody's like, your car been, no, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I don't like driving at all. I want to be chauffeured. I've been saying that for years. I swear I've been saying that since I was little. I need to be chauffeured. I'm creating jobs out here. I need to be chauffeured. I don't want to drive. I'm just saying. Okay? So there is a dynamic that you need to be very clear. Get that paper, that pen out. Write out exactly what it is that you want, what you want it to look like, what you want it to feel like. Okay? Really be clear. Make a decision. And now, what's the next step? Now make a decision on what do you need to do to prepare yourself to even receive what it is that you're asking for. All right? Oh, Lord. Mister, there you go. Here you go. Willfully you receive a divine feminine energy that is similar, or I would say better than I am. I'm going to say that. And I've been wondering why some things haven't manifested yet. Ashe. Yes. Really sit still with that, y'all. And then, like I said, challenge yourself. If you are indecisive about small stuff, if you walking around not figuring out what you want to eat, not figuring out if you even like the relationship, the man you with or the woman that you with, you don't even know. That's why y'all raising these indecisive ass kids. You got your kids walking around just confused. They confused because you confused. They acting like they the mama and the daddy because your ass you ain't made the choice or the decision to walk in your actual role. I'm just saying. All right. Exactly. You can't manifest. You can't pull in or gravitate what it is that you want to you if you ain't doing, like, you're not ready. And then if you do manifest it, oh, this is a moment of truth. Okay, so I told y'all I manifested my man, right? I manifested him. I knew, like, I've been, on my personal sabbatical for like 3-4 years. I was not having sex, nothing, because I was like, yo, my last relationship, I was like, that shit was crazy. I said, we can't go through this no more. We ain't doing this, because it's some shit that was happening that I ain't even see. It wasn't even in my peripheral. I ain't even know it was going on. Okay. So I was like, if this was happening and this is the energy that was going on, okay, and I missed it because I was so comfortable with this particular person. This person had been in my life since I was 15. So I just thought that we knew each other and that we would never, have the issues that we ended up having. So the situation went down, everything, went our own way. He brought out the worst of me. I became that chick that was like blanking, hysterical. Never been like that in my whole life. Let's be clear. Never been the type of chick that's getting ready. I don't give what you got going on. No, not doing that. You ain't getting ready to. You will never see that you done got the best of me. Ever. He brought that energy out. And when he brought it out after the fact, I was like, oh shit. You capable of bringing the crazy out of me? We got a problem. We got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. I can't do this. We can't do this. So then I realized, I said, okay. The conversation that we had to bring the crazy out of me, he was making me feel like I was crazy, number one. Let's be clear. Because he was making me feel like I wasn't seeing what I was seeing. So I got it. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe let me go do some internal work. Maybe I'm off a little, like something wrong with me. Like he done hit some gut punches out here. Like, okay. So as time going on, and at the time I was pregnant, so I'm gonna give myself, look, I was pregnant, so I gotta give myself a pass. I was pregnant. So my emotions was on high. So at the time it was like, okay, my emotions is on high. I'm pregnant. So that's why I blanked. Okay. When I blanked, I had to look at what internal work that I need to do. So I started putting myself on my own retreat, mind, body, and spirit, right? So I could figure out what did I need to do within myself so I can stop repeating this cycle, this toxic behavior that I have created when it came to intimate relationships. All right. There's something broken in me. There's some shit that I ain't dealt with something. Cause I keep manifesting these bum ass dudes. I keep manifesting these crazy ass, situations. And they only were bums to me. Let's be clear. Because any other woman probably would have been thankful and happy, because it goes back to, what did I tell y'all? I wanted my man walking in righteousness, but I still had one foot in righteousness and one foot in ratchetness. All right. So I wanted my man to be perfect, but I wasn't operating in that energy myself. All right. So fast forward, I'm working, I'm alkaline and shit, reading, back in my meditation groove, like boom, I'm in it. Certain people was trying to holler, whatever, not doing it, don't want to. I'm working on myself. You know how we get, women? I'm working on myself. Stop. Hold up, brother. I'm working on myself. All right. Did that for some years. So got to the space that I thought I'm ready. I'm ready for my mate. I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I might be ready. I don't know if I'm ready. That's the energy I was putting out. I'm kind of ready. My mentor was like, oh, like, you want me to do a reading on it? I don't want you to do no reading on it. I don't want no reading on it yet. So, certain situations was coming up, and I would let people hang themselves. I wasn't serious. I was like, I'm just going to let it breathe, because I tell everybody that when you get into a situation or you date somebody, let it breathe. So I was letting it breathe, okay? Because something ain't sitting right. All right? Something ain't sitting right. All right, letting it breathe. They hang themselves. Oh, there you go. There you go. I knew you was crazy. All right? So I'm good. So my mate come around. Mind you, like, we chit-chatting a little bit, back and forth, whatever. It comes the time or the day for us to actually meet. So we meet. I always joke with him, like, I need to go back and look what was going on in the cosmos, because when I tell you, like, when we met, it was like this. Since then, we met in our higher self. Our connection and our energy immediately drew to each other and knew exactly what each other needed. He needed the soft divine feminine of who I was, and I needed this very divine masculine energy to feel protected and safe of who he was. All right. Now, I told you, I thought, woulda, coulda, I think I'm kind of, sort of ready with my mate. And he don't mind me telling y'all our business, because he know how I am. I got a direct reading that he still has some healing to do. He had some things he was working through, but this was my divine mate. Because let's be clear, I don't care who it is. And he was the only one out of anybody that was trying to holler at me that I felt was in alignment with who I was. Like, he was the only one that, and when I say that I didn't get that immediate reaction in my stomach. I was like, it's just something off about you. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. Okay? He was the only one. So I was trying to figure that shit out. I was like, what y'all doing? I said I wasn't ready. Then I'm talking in the car on the way home. I wasn't ready. I was just playing. Y'all trying to do something crazy. All right? I realized that I created this back and forth energy. I realized that within me manifesting him, I still wasn't even listening. Spirit guides, ancestors, they was like, look, he got a little stuff that he need to be working on, that he need to do in order for y'all to be, it to go smooth. My fast ass didn't listen and was like, okay, but you said yes. That's the only part I heard. Only part I heard from my mentors, my divine counsel, and the readings was like, he's the one. So I was ready. I was ready to make the situation ready. So when we experienced things that we had to figure out how to navigate, that we had to figure out how to work through, okay? Like when we started experiencing those mountains and valleys and all kind of, let's be clear, it was a lie. It was a lie. Because we tried to go from 0 to 100. Both of us got that same shit in our chart. We tried to go from 0 to 100 and not take the time that was needed in order for it to be in alignment. All right? So when we did that and things were happening, I was like sitting there telling myself, but that's your ass. Because they had already told you what it was. But you didn't want to sit still. You wanted to damn push the gas. Your ass was sitting there like, nah, oh, I got it. No. Okay, so now you get ready to deal. So it go back to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Be mindful. Are you even ready and receptive? I had to look at not only the healing that he required, they still was showing me that it was shit that I hadn't worked on to be ready to receive him. Because I thought I had got it. I done mastered this. No, you still got some shit that we about to show you. So decide, make a choice. They count me down. I ain't coming back. So I love you guys. Make the decision. Make the decision. Choose your higher self. Choose your God self. And then everything will come in alignment. All right.